Happy Vlogmas Day 4. Good morning. You know what though? Meep. I don't know where I messed that up, but there's a giant crow who just flew over. Oh my god, my windows are so dirty. Sorry. There's crows. There's multiple crows. Oh my god, there's another one. Here's another crow. I put some stale bread outside. And there's my little... Oh my god, it's all white out. Here we go. There we go. Oh my god, focus, please. They're so beautiful. There's two of them. And they're flying back and forth and eating the stale bread that I threw over the balcony. They're so cool. Just trying to be friends with crows. I gave them my sacrifice. All right, taking my first break. Sorry, my face broke out last night. Probably from my face mask. Anyway, look at little Heidi when she was a baby. Oh my god. I'm gonna quickly pull my clothes out of the dryer and hopefully I'll have enough time to do that. Fold and put my clothes away and make myself some oatmeal for breakfast. And back to work. Break's over. Okay, so I just ran into my pharmacy, picked up my medication. I'm wondering if I have enough time to do a little, like, I'm gonna try.
Any of the outfits I personally...
Sam and Samantha and Sophie. Julia likes kitties, doesn't she? And she likes multiple.
Made it. I ran up the stairs, but I made it. Whew. How cute. I would have filmed that other house because they have really pretty lights, but they're in their driveway and I don't want to freak anybody out. Like, why are you recording my house? I just love the lights, okay? I just have a thing for Christmas lights. I want to be a kid again and enjoy the peace and serenity that it brings me. But I do feel badly for the people who cannot control, like who cannot physically go and grab their orders from Walmart or like any store. It doesn't necessarily have to be Walmart. Our Walmart locally, like, sorry, it sucks. It's not good. There's just been so many like fuck ups, and especially a lot lately. And I don't mean to be rude, because it's like, I totally get it. I understand mistakes are made, but when it like keeps happening over and over and over again with different people, but the same company, it just makes you like look at things a little differently. I don't like that. I had a run-in with one of my neighbor's sons, and I didn't know who he was. He just like started showing up here at the apartments last month, and he let me turn my, I just want to like, I know I'm being paranoid, but I don't. I had like a moment, I mean, this is just another like rant, but I had a moment with my neighbor's, now I know, son. He was parking in the parking spot closest to my apartment, which is fine. I don't care. Like, it's not a big deal. That's fine. Park. It's okay. But I went out to dump the rotting, like our pumpkins were rotting. And I was like, I'm gonna go like dump them, because like then the wildlife can enjoy them. I'm gonna dump them in the woods, because like, you know. So I'm like, okay, I'll go do that. And this guy, I could, you know, when you feel someone watching you, and like people who are paranoid, like we always think someone's like watching us, sure. But I like could feel it. And I'm like, okay, like no big deal, whatever. Like maybe he's on his phone, or like whatever, it doesn't matter. So I go to the, like, I'm just doing my shit. I don't even notice him until I start walking back. I like dump the pumpkins, walk over to the recycling, throw my recycling in, and I start, like, the second I close the lid and start to walk towards my apartment door, he gets out. I hear his car door slam. And I'm like coincidence? Weird. Okay. And then he starts to walk towards me. Like I'm trying to like walk fast. And he walks behind me, and he's like, you know, I don't want to say like super super close or anything. It's not like, I think he could probably reach out and touch me, but I was like trying to walk really fast. So I'm like, you know, no big deal. I'm just polite. I'm like, hi. He's like, hi. So how are you? He says, oh, I'm good. Uh, he asked me. I just said hi, like just to be polite. Hi. He says hi. He says, how are you? I said, I'm good. How are you? He said, not good. I said, oh, were you sick? Because he had like, I don't like, and I'm not one to judge. I'm like, if you look, and I've seen people who are intoxicated, I've seen people who are crying, and sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between the two. I'm not saying he was drunk. I'm just saying like he didn't look well. If that makes sense. So anyway, I'm like, he had like red under his eyes, like he looked like, I don't know. Anyway, I had never seen him before. I don't know him. And he just started parking there. I've never seen him before. I've lived here for like 3 years. Next year will be 4. So I'm like, you know, no big deal. But then he's like, not good. I'm trying to be quiet in case, like, because the garages all connect. So I'm like, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you sick? So you're not feeling well? And he says, no, he said, can I get a hug? And like, I love hugs. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know you. I've never met you. The only time that I've ever, like, I've never even seen his face until that day. Like, I had no idea who he was. And I'm like, no, actually, I left the door upstairs open and I need to go and close that. So, like, which was true, but also like, I don't fucking know you, I'm not hugging you. Plus, my boyfriend at the time would park in that spot, and he always took that spot, which, like, fine, whatever. My boyfriend didn't mind. And he's like, there's someone in the car, like when we were saying goodbye and kissing each other, and I was getting like flirty and being inappropriate, me being flirty. And he was like, oh, so, so I know this guy saw us yesterday. I said goodbye to my boyfriend. I kissed him. We were like holding hands. We were kissing. We were hugging. Like, I'm in a relationship. Why would you think it's okay? So, I didn't want to like blow the thing, like this whole big deal out of it. I talked to my family, and my sister's like, you really should like notify your landlord, and just so they can figure out who this person is, so you can feel a little bit more comfortable. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. And she's, everybody was like, don't, just don't go outside, which, like, fine, but I usually don't go. It's getting darker earlier now. This is a long story, but anyway, um y'all wanted vlogmas, y'all got vlogmas. So anyway, I was like, okay, so I just reached out to my landlord, and I just said like, hey, I just had like an encounter with a strange man outside my apartment, and it left me feeling uncomfortable. I said, like, I'm not trying to be like over dramatic or anything, but um being a single gal, um like I have a boyfriend, but he doesn't, he doesn't live with me. Like, I don't know, like, you know. And I was like, I don't know, just like something about it made me feel like really creeped out. Gave me the weird, like, heebie jeebies, if you will. And she was like, next time he shows up, you need to call the police. I said, he's probably just, visiting someone. She said, well, no one notified me that there were visitors, which you do. You notify the landlord if you have someone parking there overnight, which she was spending the night there. So I was like, okay. Like, I don't think he's just like some guy who's just like on this, like someone who doesn't live here, who's just like not even visiting someone, who's just like hiding out in his car. Like, I don't think so. But every time I've ever seen anything, it's somebody in their car, like having a cigarette or whatever. And so I'm like, no big deal. And then I get a call from the police, which I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, the landlord told us about what happened. If he comes by, again, or knocks on your door, whatever, you have another encounter with him, give us a call and we'll come by. And I was like, it's not a big deal, honestly. Like, I don't mean to, like, I didn't want to involve the police at all. And I just want us to feel safe over here. And it just sort of like gave me a creepy feeling. So I just like told the officer what what happened. And I was like, I'm not out here trying to be a drama queen or like scream rape. Like, it was not like that. And I said he just kind of, gave me creeps, and I just, just wanted to let my landlord know in case she knew who it was. Like, I don't know who this is. Anyway, long story short, too late. He's one of my neighbor's sons, which is fine, but I've never even met this neighbor, so like, and no one came over, no one's talking to me. Plus, it's like, he's an older gentleman, so it's not like, like, I wouldn't expect my dad to go over to my neighbor's house and be like, well, I don't know, like, yeah, because I am his kid, so that would make sense. But like, I'm also an adult, so it's like, if I need to go apologize, I need to be a woman about it and go apologize. Anyway, I didn't even get like anything from him. He just started like parking elsewhere, which is fine. But now he's parking at his mom's, which is totally fine. But noise out there right now. And so I'm just like, I'm going inside. I don't want to cause any ruckus. I don't want the cops called on somebody who's just having a bad day. Like, that's just shitty and it's bad. It just makes a bad day even worse. So, I wasn't expecting anything, but like a part of me was kind of hoping that maybe, like, I don't know, my neighbor would at least come over and introduce herself or something, but it's fine, whatever. Anyhow, back to my previous rant. I just, Walmart said they dropped off my stuff at my apartment, and I just went on a mission because they clearly, okay, the address numbers are completely different. Like, I don't know where they got these random numbers from, but none of their address is the same as my address. But anyway, they dropped them off at the other complex, so I drove over there. It's not a big thing. It's no big deal. Also, I didn't grab my phone, but there was this orange and white kitty that was outside in the cold, and I tried to like call kitty kitty, and then my neighbors came out, so I was like, and the cat ran away, so I'm like, bye. So I hope whoever cat that is, that they get home safe and sound, because it's really cold. It's getting colder, and anyway, so yeah, that's my that's my rant, guys. Just, I feel bad for anybody who can't physically get up and go get items from Walmart. And the only reason I didn't go and get these from the store is our store didn't have them in stock. So the only other option was to deliver them, get them delivered. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. So anyway, I just hope that the other neighbor doesn't think that like I stole them off of their spot and that they were their packages. They weren't. They're mine. They have my name on them. Have a nice day. Why does it make me look like I'm in an interrogation? There we go. So yeah, anyway. That's my story, guys. So I'm gonna go put this stuff away.